Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the VG Pierce. I'll be coming at you with a gameplay review of Okhlos, and this is going to be developed by the people of Coffee Powered Machine. And so this is a roguelike angry mob simulator where you recruit followers from warriors, peasants, slaves, and beasts of burden, and unlock special units and swap units for one of 100 legendary heroes to upgrade the mob and increase their savagery and pretty much take over Greece and even the gods and goddesses of such. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it. I will say that for the money here, I would say it's a little bit overpriced. I would say maybe about $8 game, something like that. Definitely buy this game on sale because for what it's worth, it doesn't have a lot of depth. Now I will say that this game has a lot of fun to be played with it, and so I definitely recommend you pick it up just for the lows, but definitely for the lows, I don't know if it's worth over 10 bucks. So here straight away I start off and I could choose my mob leader, basically the guy you pretty much have to take care of, and they're all unlocked along the way, and this is going to be the roguelike features of such, where you keep playing and then you get to unlock more and more, and you get to have a lot more guys at your choosing. But for right now we are going to just start off with, and as you can see there on the right, they do different things. This guy, he's just a regular philosopher. This guy gives me attack by 25%, but lowers my speed by 25%. So we are going to go with Plotinus. He does give the morale up by 40%. That's going to be great. And then I can start off with 3 separate heroes. And so, of course, when you begin this game, you don't have anybody, but she made props and great chance of dropping items, but also made them spawn enemies. So he makes props and easier to destroy, and then mob boosted by 5%, and then mob capacity by 5 and defense by 40, but kills 1 unit per each level. Okay, that's okay with me. So let's go ahead and start this puppy up, and we're just gonna run around. This is basically the premise of the game. You're gonna run around and then basically have your mob destroy everything as it runs around the whole area, and basically whoever's just standing around, they get picked up in your angry mob, and then after that they just go and basically rule the world. So we're gonna start up the gameplay now. So we are starting off in Delphi, and we're gonna tromp all the way straight through to Hades. And as you can see here, so this is my mob here, and I could just go and choose these 3 guys right there. Now there are different types of people within your unit. So here these are going to be the citizen units, and they give a little bit more morale and defense and things like that. But here is going to be the warrior units. They give more attack to your guys, and that's going to be really great stuff for you. These blue guys here, they're defenders, so they give you a little bit more defense for your mob. And these philosophers, now these guys don't really do anything, but what they do is that if your main guy is killed, then if you have another philosopher in your group, then you just change over to one of them, and then you become the new philosopher, and then you still carry on and lead the group. Now if you run out of these guys, then your game is over. And then these are going to be the slaves right here, and these are going to be the guys that carries items. So there are about 4 different things that you can activate in this game, and I'm not exactly sure what they do, but you know, they definitely help you guys out in the long run. So I'm running around, I'm picking up a whole bunch of these mobs, and now I'm going to attack the soldier that's trying to get to my main guy there, and that's it. That's pretty much the gameplay right there, and that's kind of what I mean by not a lot of depth. Now there are some things that you do with your mob, and there's some critters, some monsters here, or not monsters really, but there are some mobs here that can kill your mobs quite easily. So right here I'm giving the order to attack, but you can also do a right click and then make it to where they'll defend, and that is a bit of a strategy. There are some types of mobs that really benefits if you do that in the proper manner, but basically yes, all I have to do is make sure that my main philosopher doesn't die, and then after that just run around, kick some big time butt, use my items whenever necessary. Right there I used the meat that I picked up and healed my whole entire mob, and now I am ready to really get going. Now at the top you see here that it's kind of a morale system right there. Now it's not just a morale system. I would definitely say that it's more like a momentum system, where the mob just gets crazier and crazier every time you go and kill and break stuff. So right here I would trade in my 5 defenders and I get 5 citizens, but I have 15 citizens at the moment, and so I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna go and carry on. But as you can see here, the momentum at the top, it changed from, you know, regular mob to frenetic mob, and then as I'm going along and killing more and more of these guys here, then they become a lot more crazier, and then they become more of a bigger mob to reckon with, and because of that, this is part of the thing that keeps your game going, and as long as you have this meter up, then this is great. Now you can lose momentum, and if you lose the entire momentum, then you will lose the game here. But as long as I keep my guys alive here, and it looks like mega chaotic mob, and that's what I was really looking for right there, then all my mobs run around. Oh, look at that, I got smoke detected. Great. I just unlocked the achievement. And then after that, they become a little bit crazier. They become a little bit more frantic. And this is the fun of the game right here that I'm talking about. Just look at the mob just rolling through as you just direct them into a whole bunch of buildings. And the whole point of each map is to just kill all of these skeletons and then run out of there and get to the ending and defeat one of the gods of goddesses. So here now I can actually get one of the legendary heroes, so this is going to be great, and this is something that you pretty much always want to do. He poisons enemies and increases mob capacity by 5, he boosts morale by 25%, but lowers them, but we're going to go ahead and get this one, the ruler. So I'm going to lose 10 of mob because I traded in 10 citizens for that legendary, but that's okay because later on I will pick up more mob members here in the crowd here in this market, I guess you would say, and then destroy everything. I can get a capacity of 40. Before it was 35. Now I'm up to 40 at the top left, as you can see, and I have 5 philosophers, so that's really good. So if I do accidentally get my main guy killed there, then that's it. So as you can see, it's just mayhem. I really like this game because of it. I'm going to try to get to the ending so I can show you a boss fight. And there are different things you can do. There are different explosions that can happen. Ooh. And there we go. I'm going to press the number 2 button and activate one of the items. And as you see on the mini-map at the bottom right, I'm basically roaming around the map and just taking down all of the skulls. And that's all I really need to do per map, is to do that. And I can get to the next level. Let's go ahead and get these guys here. Kapow! This is Sparta! Oh, I love it. Okay, man. And yes, like I said, and this is going to be the easier level here, but there are a bunch of things, like right here, the mud is kind of slowing me down a little bit, and there are traps and stuff like that. They got ball and chain traps that kind of stop you, and then there's things that make your whole screen go wonky like that. That's kind of cool here. And I have a guy that's holding a bomb right there, so if I see the number 1 right there, I don't know if you can see it there, and I can press it and it blows up, and so he'll kill anyone close to him instantly. Well, not instantly, but it does a great amount of damage to him. And yeah, so just leaving my mob around. Yes, there we go. And then as long as they go and crush these guys, then I'll be happy. Here we go. Get them, get them. And as you can notice, there are animals in there, but the animals actually don't do anything. But the nice thing is that they do pop traps, and they are a little bit faster than your regular mobs. So what you do is you use the animals to pop any traps or anything crazy like that. Let them take the initial hit if you can. So there is a little bit of strategy that goes into it, a little bit of thinking involved, but otherwise it's really just a lot of running around and running your guys into stuff as they kill things. Alright, so do I want defenders here? Do I want defenders? Yes, I do. So let's go ahead and replace more citizens. Let's get defenders. And this is going to be the last bit. I've still got the mega chaotic mob. And let's just run them through everything. There we go. Ah, get them. Get them, guys. Yes, yes. And right now I have it to where it's spread out. I can actually press the space bar and then get them to where they all clutter up together like this to get a more concentrated attack. But when I'm running around, I like kind of holding the run button. This is the run button as well as the spread out button. So This is the kind of things that you need to do here to be successful at Okhlos. And I don't even know if I'm actually saying that name correctly or not, but there you have it, Okhlos. I think I am. And I got 3 citizens. He boosts mob capacity by 5 more, reduce damage by hazards by 25%, but I lose 5 defenders, or he boosts attack by 25%. So let's go ahead and do this. Reduces damage done by 25%. This is great. Stealth Warrior, join the mob, reduces damage done to the mob by 25% of the hazards. And now we are going to jump into a boss battle. Now these bosses are all different. These are all randomized, and this is the great thing about this game. Not every time you play it, you're going to meet up with the same guys. And so we're just going to run on through, and as you can see there, my frenetic mob is hitting them, and she's doing something to him. I don't know exactly what. Now, I will say that the downfall of this game is that there really isn't that much feedback in this game, so I don't know exactly what is going on with my mob. Now, I have a mega chaotic mob right now, so this is great, and that's really because I am just making it to where they are breaking stuff and destroying stuff as they run along. There we go. I'm going to try to use my bomb to hit them. I will say that on the keyboard it is a little bit more clunkier than if you use the joystick, but I like using the mouse because I can kind of direct my guys a little bit better from which way we're going to go. There. And oh, we got a wreckage mob now. Okay, so we're back down to frenetic, so I'm going to go and kill these dudes there to continue on and make them a little bit more frenzied, because like I said, it's a momentum game. Now they can get depressed, like I said, and that is another way that you can lose this game here. And I don't want to lose the game, especially, you know, recording it right now. I don't want to lose the game, and this is also the first boss here. I don't lose the first game to this first boss there, although I am not really doing that well. I'm not really doing well right now. I only have 14 mobs left, and usually I kind of take out the first boss here pretty quickly. Oh yeah! Alright, I almost got her, almost got her. Almost got her. Get her, get her, get her, get her, get her, get her. So throw yourselves into her. Alright, and that is it. And then just kind of rinse and repeat. Different kinds of hazards in each level, and there you go. It's very, you know, simplistic yet fun. I have to say. I mean, I you know, the more I play it, the more I just want to keep playing it. Like when I'm not playing, I'm like, oh gosh, you know, there really isn't that much to it, but and yet it's just so satisfying to see my mob just run through everything like this. You know, I just can't help myself there. And there we go, get him. Yes, yes, get him. And definitely, I feel like maybe there could have been more that could have been done to this game to make it have a little bit extra meat, but at the same time, I don't know what else you could do. I really don't know. Look at that, he just got smacked by a fireball. And let's get over there. Get him, mob! Get him, angry mob! Yeah. They try to jump away, but they cannot be denied here. The angry mob must be heard. We must be heard. We will not be silenced. Our voice are many and strong. Yes. And there you go. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this gameplay review of Okhlos. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe and like my videos, and you know, join me for some more video games, lots more strategy games, and more gameplay reviews coming right at you. This is the VG Pierced. Hopefully I'll see you guys, whoa, almost got hit by a fireball there, next time. Get 'em, guys!